What I'm about to say is gonna make a lot of sense to some of y'all, but it's gonna be a few of y'all that still won't get it, but stick with me anyway. I was thinking about a conversation I listened to where this guy was in a live stream and he was having a debate. It was him against a group of guys. And they had invited this guy in, and when I caught the conversation, I heard this group tell this guy that because he was born into a two-parent family and lived in a suburban community, they told him he wasn't qualified to speak on the Black experience. Now that kind of shocked me to hear them say that. And it made me take stock of my own situation and the way I was raised, because I grew up in a two-parent household in a suburban community. And I started thinking about my mom and dad, and I thought about the fact that they didn't raise me and my three sisters to look at life through the lens of race. In fact, we never heard our parents talk about the white man this or the white man that. We just didn't grow up hearing that. We didn't even hear them talk about it to each other, let alone us. Like my dad, he never sat me down and had to talk with me about police. It just didn't happen. And so I started thinking a little bit deeper about my grandparents, both sets of my grandparents. I never heard them talk about race. Both my grandfathers are World War II veterans. One of them was a Buffalo soldier. I never heard either one of them say the white man is this or the white man is that. I never heard them blame the white man for anything. In fact, I didn't really start hearing talk like that until I got to college, and then until my adult years, like up until now. And so, because of my upbringing and the way I was raised, it's very hard for me to connect when people are talking about race, or they want to attach race to everything, or they want to live their life and, everything happens through the lens of race. It just doesn't click with me. And so, I'm not raising my children to look at life through the lens of race, just the same way I was raised. And so when I hear people using words like the oppressor and colonizer and white supremacy and all of that stuff, yeah, I understand why they're saying it, but it doesn't land with me for the reasons that I wasn't raised that way. And I'm really thankful to my mom and dad for that, because to wake up every morning and make the choice, whether consciously or subconsciously, to look at everything based on the color of your skin, it's got to be exhausting. And I don't have the bandwidth for that. And so maybe some of y'all do. Obviously, a lot of y'all do have the bandwidth for that, but it's just how it is. And so by that logic, they told that guy he's not qualified to speak on the Black experience. Because I come from the same upbringing, maybe that means that I'm not qualified to speak on the Black experience either. And if that's the case, then I'm perfectly okay with that.